Hey, it's Mel, and I thought I would take you on my walk today here in beautiful Vermont. I wanted to respond to a bunch of your comments about a video that I put up yesterday that went crazy. And it was a video that I shot a couple days ago over the weekend because I woke up and I had an anxiety attack, something I hadn't had in about 6 years. And I decided to film myself in the middle of processing the anxiety and share with you what I was going to do to lower it. And I did that because, first of all, I think it's really important that you know that I'm not just reading this in a book, that everything I share with you or that I teach in the online courses that we have, that it is research-backed tools and strategies that I use in my own life. And I was so touched by all your comments and all your concern, and I want you to know that I feel great. I'm grounded. I'm really good. The anxiety lasted about an hour, and then I moved through it. And I think everybody is facing some level of anxiety right now. And if you're not, you should probably turn inward and re-examine how you're feeling, because anxiety is a very normal response to this extremely abnormal situation that we're in. But I wanted to unpack the topic of anxiety just a little bit more because so many of you are feeling it, and you had a lot of really great questions about it. So first things first, anxiety is something that I've suffered for 25 years. I haven't really experienced any in the last 6 years because I've done a ton of work on my mindset, on grounding myself, on understanding the mind-body connection and the difference between being and doing. And anxiety is a patterned response to uncertainty. And there's kind of two different forms of anxiety responses. And understanding the two different forms helps you to spot it. The two forms of anxiety are overfunctioning and underfunctioning. Now, neither one is better or worse. They're just patterns. And the cool thing with patterns is once you can spot them and talk about them, and you understand them and unpack them, you can start to create mindfulness and a little bit of distance between the things that trigger your anxiety and that coping mechanism kicking in. Because for me, when I get into the mode of do, plan, I got it, I drive myself into the ground. I burn out. And that's exactly what happened this weekend. 6 weeks of basically going into hyperdrive mode as a way to cope with all this uncertainty led me to crash because I'm terrible at asking for help. And my husband, I'll have to ask him how he copes with his anxiety because he has a really amazing way of staying calm. So overfunctioning anxiety is do. It's giving advice instead of asking for help. It's assuming responsibility for things that aren't necessarily your responsibility. It's managing everybody else's emotions. And I am the master at this. And the other form of anxiety is underperforming. And as I was thinking about this, one of my 3 kids has this form. And I never would have thought it, given their personality. Underperforming is when, instead of thinking through your issues, you start asking for tons of advice. You push the responsibility to other people to solve your issues. You withdraw. You become paralyzed. And the reason why it's important to really think about what kind of anxiety you have. And what I want you to do is, in the comments, I want you to write down, are you a over-functioning, over-performing anxiety person? Or are you a under-functioning, under-performing? And what happens when you are over-functioning is I rob the people around me of supporting me, of being responsible for themselves, of helping out. I rob myself of the support that I need and deserve. And if you stay in the pattern too long of either under or over functioning, you will drive yourself into the ground. Again, you gotta express these emotions, because burying them has never worked in the history of time. And so what I want you to do is, again, write in the comments, what is your pattern when you feel anxious? Do you over function or under function? And the solution today is very simple. I just want you to recognize the pattern. And for you over functioners, when you recognize yourself going into that mode, take a pause, get into your body, ask yourself, what do I need help with? And who can I ask for help? And what am I taking on that I don't need to take on? And how can I get myself into this moment and ground yourself? And if you are an under-functioner, same thing. Recognize when you're spinning and asking for advice or overthinking or paralyzed instead of problem solving and getting into action. I hope that helps. I'm so glad I got to take you on the walk with me and YOLO! And I'll see you tomorrow.
Hey, it's Mel. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you haven't already subscribed, please, please, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if you like this video, I have a suspicion you're going to like these two next.